Hello everybody, we're back again with a new video. This time I'll be teaching you guys how to perform the Kabbalistic Cross. Now the Kabbalistic Cross is a really good way to begin a ritual. It can be used in a lot of rituals. It pretty much goes with whatever ritual you're doing. So there's going to be 3 parts to this ritual that I'll be breaking it into. But first I'd like to go into the meaning behind the Kabbalistic Cross. Before we proceed further, it's helpful to know the extent that these various elements of the ritual correlate to each other. Now, the words and gestures in this ritual correspond to the end of the Lord's Prayer and correspond with the Sephirah on the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. The Lord's Prayer, in case you're not familiar with it, reads, "For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen." So there's specific words that need to be stated, that need to be said at each of the points, each of the Sephirah that I will be showing you guys. So the first Sephirah that we'll be discussing is called Kether, and it's right here at your forehead or your third eye. Now Kether means crown. We point there to remind ourselves of our divinity, that we are the Lord and Master of our own universe. Now, while we're pointing to Kether, we'd vibrate the word Atah. It's spelled Atah, and vibrating that word just means that you'd go something like this. Atah. So you're like elongating the word. So you want to use the words to vibrate. So if you're familiar with the law of vibration, you'll know that things vibrate at different frequencies. So using the words to harmoniously vibrate. So the next Sephirah we point to is called Malkuth, and it's down at our feet. Now Malkuth means kingdom, and it corresponds to earth and physical matter. Now Kether and Malkuth are at opposite ends of the Tree of Life. One is up top, as you can see in the forehead, and one is down below, and they form the middle pillar. Now the middle pillar is something we'll be talking about in a future video. As we're pointing to this Sephirah of Malkuth at our feet, we would vibrate the name Malkuth. The next Sephirah we point to is called Binah, and that's at our right shoulder. Now Binah means understanding, and its corresponding planet is Saturn. Now I don't know if you guys remember all the Lord of the Rings quotes, but this quote definitely pertains to Saturn. It's one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Saturn is the boss, the ruler. If you look at Saturn's astrological symbol, it's a black ring. Rings and circles are also used to bind things, to keep them in control. Saturn is also in control of contracts and agreements, like that of getting married. What do you put on each other's finger when you get married? So now, at this Sephirah Binah of the right shoulder, we would vibrate Vegebura, that's Vegebura. The next Sephirah we point to is Chokmah at our left shoulder. Now Chokmah means wisdom and corresponds to Uranus, which is the god of the sky, described as being energetic and electric. This corresponds to the word glory in the Lord's Prayer, having an energetic glow. Now the Sephirah of Binah and Saturn corresponded to the word power in the Lord's Prayer, because it's the boss, it's the ruler. Now Chokmah corresponds to the word glory, as Uranus was described as the god of the sky, described as being energetic and electric, having an energetic glow. Now at the Sephirah of Chokmah, we vibrate Vegedula, which is spelled Vegedula. Now after we're done with these 4 Sephirahs, we place our hands at our heart and we vibrate Leolam, Amen. That's Leolam, and then Amen. Now Leolam corresponds to forever and ever, Amen. So now let's go back and look at the Lord's Prayer. We can associate the Sephirah, planets, and the words to the words of the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer reads, "For thine is the kingdom, Malkuth, and the power, Binah, Saturn, and the glory, Uranus, Chokmah, forever and ever, Leolam, Amen." That's the Lord's Prayer. This is the stuff that I get geeked out about. So, the correspondences are just off the chain. Now we touched on the Sephirah, the words, and the correlation to the Lord's Prayer. But before that even starts in your ritual, you need to begin a visualization. So I'll go ahead and walk you through the visualization. It's really simple. What I have written down here is really wordy, but it's just very simple when you're doing it. Now, before doing your ritual, as I said, you want to do this visualization. You're going to visualize yourself getting bigger and bigger, getting taller and taller and taller and taller, outgrowing the universe, basically. So, I'll just go ahead and walk you through it as if you were doing it right now. So, visualize yourself getting bigger and bigger until your head passes the height of the ceiling. And visualize getting bigger and being able to see your whole neighborhood. Now get bigger and visualize seeing your whole city. And as you get bigger, you'll be able to see your whole state, your whole country, your whole continent, and the hemisphere you're on. Now visualize growing larger than the solar system, larger than the galaxy, larger than the universe. The universe should be about the size of a basketball at your feet. You are surrounded by complete darkness. You look up, straight above you, and there's a bright star above you. Now keep growing larger and stop when it's inches above your head. It should look like a brilliant ball of light right above your head. Once we're at this point, we want to reach up with our hand. Now put 2 fingers in that ball of light. Now pull it like taffy. Pull it down to the center of your head, to the Sephirah of Kether, and vibrate. Ata. Now you want to visualize a ball in the middle of your head, and as you vibrate Ata, it grows brighter. Now from your forehead, draw a line down the midline of the body to the feet. Visualize a basketball-sized ball of light covering your feet. As you vibrate Malkuth, it grows brighter. Now draw a line of light up the midline of the body to the heart, then out from the heart to the right shoulder. Visualize a ball of light at your right shoulder. As you vibrate Vigebura, it glows brighter. Now draw a line from that right shoulder across the heart to the left shoulder. Visualize the ball of light at your left shoulder. As you vibrate Vegedula, it glows brighter. Now, bring both hands to your heart. As you vibrate Leolam, Amen. Visualize all the balls of light dissipating into your energetic field. And that's pretty much it. So now we've learned all that. Now I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration of how to do this. Vegebura, Vegedula, Leolam, Amen. And that's how it's done. Now, if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and give it a like. If you know other people who might enjoy it, share it. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and subscribe.